have to determine during that initial conversation when someone says, I need help with my estate planning, is, well, what kind of estate planning are we doing? So are we going to do a will-based plan, or are we going to go do a trust-based plan? What kind of properties do we have, like real property? Do we have properties in the state of Florida? Do we have properties outside the state of Florida? Are there mortgages on that property? So therefore, those kind of questions lead to, are there any deeds that we need to also put in place as part of the estate planning journey? So typically when we have a will or a trust-based plan, there's also several other documents that we include in that type of planning. So typically we always have a durable power of attorney done. We always recommend a good healthcare surrogate designation, a living will, and then oftentimes, depending on the age of the client, a pre-need consent against exploitation. And then finally, if we are able to, and the client's whole picture dictates that it might be necessary, an enhanced life estate deed, which is something very specific to the state of Florida that is a powerful tool to be able to pass property outside of probate.
So special needs planning, a lot of times what we have are individuals who come with children, typically, who have special needs. And they may be on some sort of government benefits, either Social Security or Medicaid, or there's a number of other programs that exist in Florida that provide a whole bunch of support. For example, if you're someone with a developmental disability, you may be receiving significant support on an annual basis from the government. But there's certain qualification criteria. So if you were to receive a big chunk of money from your parents, that would disqualify you from then, receiving those benefits like Social Security and what we call the Med Waiver program in Florida. So it's a great idea to come to us to explain how you can avoid that disqualification process. And it's really important. It's just super important that when we have a special needs beneficiary, that we plan for that special needs beneficiary. And there's a whole bunch of tools in Florida to do that.
So when somebody comes for us for estate planning, it's what kind of plan, will or trust. We make that determination, look at what kind of supporting documents we want to see as part of those packages, and then finally ensure that their wishes along the way are memorialized in those documents to give them the peace of mind that when they pass, or if something happens during their lifetime, they have the planning in place to make sure that everything is taken care of.